Hi everybody, so today we're going to be taking a look at the Naboo kit by Smoant. It is a 225 watt device. It does come with the Smoant tank or the Naboo tank. It is a 25 millimeter tank. It comes with two coils and they're both mesh, which I love, love, love mesh. You've got so many options. You've got like different types of wallpaper options. You can put like a clock on it. It does have the time on it, which is another plus for me. All right, spoiler alert, I kind of like it. It does come in about 7 different colors. I've actually seen only on the websites 5 of the colors being offered, but there's supposed to be also a green and a pink. So they do have this one, which is the gradient blue. They've got a black, a red, a rainbow, a stainless steel, and then of course the pink and green that it's supposed to have. Again, 5 watts to 225 watts. You've got TCR, you've got temperature control, you've got wattage and temperature control, you've got custom curves. So I'm going to take you down and we're going to take a look at it and go into it further. Okay, so here we are with the Smoant Naboo kit. I do have the one in gradient blue. This is the box that it comes in. And then on the back, you're going to get some package contents as well as specifications and then information regarding Smoant. Of course, you're going to have your scratch off authenticity as well. And then I'll also show your color here. And then we open up the box. You're going to be getting the Naboo tank, the sub-ohm tank. You're going to get a spare glass with some O-rings. You're going to get some extras here. First, you're actually going to be getting this warranty card, so you want to make sure to fill that out. You're also going to get the QC Pass card, which is for the quality. Then you're also going to get your battery safety card. It's going to warn you in a couple of different languages. You want to make sure that your battery is in absolute perfect condition. Then you're going to get a user manual for the sub-ohm tank itself, which is kind of small, but it's very to the point. And even if you don't understand the language on this side, you can look at the pictures or you can look at this side. So yeah, so it's really, really user-friendly and very easy. You're also going to be getting this USB charging or upgrade cable. You're going to get an extra coil, which I will be showing you. And then you're going to get the manual for the mod itself. Now this manual is really, really big, but it's got a lot of useful information. It literally takes you through the whole menu. And the best part about this is that you actually have the TCR information. It's going to give you the TCR ranges just in case you are interested in using TCR. You've actually got the ranges based off of the materials that you are using. And then of course in the front, it's going to tell you about all the protections that it has here. So that's that. And of course you are going to get the Smoant Naboo mod, and this is what that looks like. So let's go ahead and go over the tank real quick and then we'll go over the mod. So with the tank, this is a 25 millimeter in diameter tank, sub-ohm tank. It does say Naboo sub-ohm tank on the bottom, Smoant. It's got the protruding pin, which is of course fixed in there. You've got bottom airflow on 2 slits, and whatever you do to one side will happen to the other, and it is on a stopper. On the top, you're going to get this nice snake skin or cobra type of drip tip. It does have an O-ring on it. It is 810 size, but it is not goon compatible because of the O-ring, but it fits really, really snug in there, and it does match with the tank. You also have top fills, so you go ahead and unscrew the top. And when you unscrew it, you're going to get these huge, huge kidney-shaped holes to fill up your e-liquid, which is on either side, never down the middle. And it's very smooth and threading. See, you can't even hear it, which I really, really like. You will get the straight glass. With the straight glass, it will hold 2 mils of e-liquid. With the bubble glass, it will hold 4 mils of e-liquid. It does come with your spare O-rings and gaskets for the tank. And then, of course, you're going to be getting an extra coil. Let's go ahead and show you the coil that's currently installed. To open it up, just unscrew the base like this. This is where you can actually use either the straight glass or the bubble glass. And then you can take out your coil like this. Very, very nice, beefy size coil. And you can actually see the organic cotton on the side, so it uses a lot of that. Now this is a mesh coil. This one is actually the 0.18 ohm coil, good between 40 to 80 watts. And yeah, so that's this one. Again, it is mesh, just a little single mesh coil there. And then your extra coil is right here. And with this extra coil, it is actually a 0.17 ohm coil. Let's try and get into here so I can show it to you. There you go. And this one is also a mesh coil, as you can see in there. Again, this one is a 0.17 ohm, and this is good between 60 to 100 watts. I'm actually going to be using this one. If you notice on the bottom, it's got even airflow being distributed throughout the bottom of it. So it's not just one slant, but it's actually got the 4. So it's got better airflow, and I love the shape of it. It fits really, really nice into the base. Of course, whenever you're putting these in, you want to make sure to turn it the opposite way until it snags in there, like that, and then you can go ahead and tighten it in. So when you hear it like click, you know that you've got it in the threading just right. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and put the spare coil on the side along with the glass and O-rings. Okay, and then all you need to do is prime up your coil. In order to prime up your coil, we do wanna wet the organic cotton on the outside a little bit, as well as the organic cotton on the inside. And for that, today, I'm gonna be using my chilled milk caramel coffee. I love, love, love this stuff. If you do like coffee flavors, you're gonna like this. This is more of a latte style because it's like got a coolant in it. It doesn't have any menthol, but it does have that cool, refreshing flavor as if you were like going to like a coffee house or something. So really, really nice. So I'm just gonna drop some drops of liquid on the cotton on the outside, and then I'm going to put some on the inside. Again, this is just to get the wicking process started. You're always going to, after filling it, leave it for about maybe like 5 minutes at the minimum, especially with a mesh coil, and just let it get saturated so that way you don't get any dry hits and things like that. So we're going to go ahead and wet this and go ahead and fill that. And I mean, huge holes. You see how this bottle just literally is being swallowed up by the holes of the size of this tank. And this again does hold 4 mils of e-liquid with the bubble glass, which I have changed it out to. And there we go. We'll go ahead and leave this aside for a moment. Okay, so here we are with the SMOANT Nabu mod. This is actually a 225 watt device. It does say Nabu on this side. It's got your firing button, screen lock button here. You're gonna have your up and down, which you can't see yet until it's turned on. You're gonna get your USB on this side, and then plenty of battery ventilation on this side. You do get a top spring-loaded 510, so that is nice and springy. And then when you open up the battery compartment, it is on 3 magnets, 1, 2, and 3. It's got this protective layer of like sort of like a sticker, but it's really nicely done so that way you have some protection there. It's clearly marked. I really love this. This part is absolutely perfect. It's clearly marked for your battery indications, negative, positive, positive, negative, and they are springy, really, really nice. And I'm gonna go ahead and put some batteries in it so we can go over it. So of course it's gonna be positive, negative. I've got my Gliese batteries here and positive, negative there. And they go in really, really nice. Go ahead and put this back on, and it clips right in place. Really, really nice, strong being held. Okay, so right away you're gonna see on the display, you're gonna get this big 2.5 inch display. It's got your battery indicator, your clock, another battery indicator right there. You're gonna have your mode. This is actually showing normal because that's the one that I have it in. You're also gonna be showing your resistance. If I have an atomizer on, it will show that. And then of course your wattage. And then this right here is going to be your voltage. Now, this is just one of the screen modes. I'm gonna show you a couple of different screen modes. So to turn off the device, it is 5 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it goes off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turns it back on. And then it's on. To get into your menu, you're gonna press the fire button 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then you're gonna have right here, you're gonna have wattage mode, TC mode, settings, and wallpaper. I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit for this. Oops. Zoom in so that you can see this part. And on the bottom, it's kind of hard to see, so we'll go ahead and take this off so that you can see it a little bit better. But on the bottom, you're actually gonna have these indicators right here. So you've got your bottom or down and up right there. It is a sort of touch screen to a limit. So what you're gonna do is to get into each of the sections is you're gonna go ahead and select it. So variable wattage, we'll go ahead and select that option there. You're gonna have your choice between min, normal or max. Of course, these are your vape strengths. And then you're also going to get, which I always love, and everybody that knows me loves it, custom curve in variable wattage. So if you select that here, you've actually got all these curves here. It does start from one and all the way to the other. This is a 225 watt device, so you can go up to the full 225. To select it, you're just going to press your fire button until that one is selected, and then you can go ahead and press down, or you can press up and select that. Once you're done, just press the fire button. It goes over to the next one. When you scroll over, select it again, and then do the same thing, either up or down. I'm just gonna go up a little bit, and then you just keep going. So you're just gonna select it and then go all the way over, keep going, keep going. It'll either be cancel, or you can go ahead and exit or enter. So go ahead and press that, and then press your fire button, and then you are in the mode that you selected. So this is the variable wattage curve. 1, 2, 3 gets us back into it. So we've already gone over the selections for the variable wattage. Let's go ahead and go to TC mode. In TC mode, when you select it with the fire button, you're gonna have nickel, titanium, stainless steel, TCR, and TC curve. So if you scroll back up with nickel, titanium, I'm actually going to go into the stainless steel so that you can see it. Select the fire button to select the stainless steel. To change your wattage in temperature control, you're going to press this as well as your fire button, and it's actually going to make that pop out. There we go. Now it's red. Now I can go ahead and I can change my wattage in temperature control. And then just select it, and you're done. Now it's going to give you that check atomizer warning because of the fact that I have no atomizer currently on it. So I do want to let you know about that. Okay, so next we have TCR. This is the one that I was telling you that it's actually got the TCR settings actually in the manual. So based off of the type of coil that you have is the resistance or the change that you're going to put for your TCR settings. So that is awesome. To make any selections in any of the menus, you want to long press your fire button to go back to the main menu. 1, 2, 3 to get back into that menu. And then of course we've got the TC curve, which we've already been over the curve. Press and hold, we'll come back to the main menu. Go to settings. Now in settings, we've got brightness. If you select brightness, this is going to be for your screen brightness. You can turn it down, you can turn it up. I like having it at full brightness. Press and hold. And then your time, which I do currently have it set, so you can go ahead and change your time or set your time. Press enter. The next one is going to be your display. This is actually where, remember I said that there's 3 different types of display options. Currently I have it in classic with the wallpaper, but you also have an option of music mode and then dial mode. In dial mode, this is actually going to show your clock. You see, it'll give you sort of like a dial type of look to it with the clock and things like that. And then the other option is actually going to be music mode. In music mode, anything that you say, it's actually going to do it. So you're going to see your screen literally jumping to everything that you say or any noise that it hears. I personally like it on the wallpaper or this, depending on how I feel in the day. And then that's what that looks like. Okay, back into the menu. Next one is going to be screensaver. This is actually where you can actually have it as the clock or you can have it as the wallpaper. I do have it as wallpaper. I've actually selected this one, but there are a few that you can actually select. I personally liked that one, like anybody doesn't know. And then go back in here. The next one is going to be timeout. This is for your screen timeout, how many seconds you want it to go. I currently have it set on 60, but you can go as much as 100 and 200 and oh my gosh, 240 seconds. So there you go. You can go that high. So that's great. And of course, the harder that you hold it down or the longer that you hold down the selection button is the faster that it's going to scroll. The next one is going to be factory setting. If you want to set this back to factory, that's what we have. Vibrate mode. And in this section, you can either have it off or you can have it on. I currently have it set to on, and then long press to get to the main screen again. And then of course, we've got our wallpaper because that was the last selection on this. So the next one is wallpaper. In wallpaper, you have all these you can select, which we've already looked over. Press and hold it. And then you can check it, and then that's it for your menu selection. So right now, currently, I do have it set to that fancy style, but I do want to show you a couple things. So you can do lock your display or lock your up and down one of two ways. You can press and hold it like this together. It's gonna go ahead and lock it so you can't go up and down anymore. You won't be able to do that, but you will still be able to fire it. See the check atomizer? So you can fire it. I'm gonna put this on just so that you can see the difference. Okay, so you can fire it, but you won't be able to actually select anything. So you can do it that way, press and hold it again to unselect, and then now I can change it. Now another thing is that little menu key right there. Zoom out a little bit. The menu key right here, you can actually lock it as well. If you select it just one time, it actually locks this. And now I can't make any selections. And then if I do it one more click, I can go ahead and make that selection. If I long press that menu button, it's actually going to take me in a stealth mode. So if you wanted an easy way of getting into a stealth mode, this will actually be the best way to do it. Very, very easy. You can still fire it. It's still working, as you can see, but you can't see the screen. To take it out, just press and hold it again, and you're back to regular mode. So yeah, so that's about it. Let's go ahead and take it on top and we'll talk. Okay, so here we are back on top with the Naboo kit by Smo-Ant. And before anything, let's go ahead and have a vape on this coil. Wow. Wow. I have that at 60 watts. It is locked into place with 60.1 watts to be actually perfect. This coil is rated between 60 to 100 watts, and at 60 watts, it's absolutely phenomenal. I'm getting really, really great flavor. If anybody knows me, they know that I love the chilled milk, especially their caramel coffee. It's just one of my favorites, or caramel cappuccino. What is this called? Caramel coffee. Yeah, I was right the first time. But I love, love, love this flavor, especially in the mornings and things like that. But with a mesh coil, it shines. With this mesh coil, it's even better. I like that it's a kind of bigger coil. I feel like it's working so much better, and you're getting such an even airflow because of the way that it is on the bottom of the coils with the additional holes, not just slits. So I think that that's great. Even though you only have the 2 slits on the bottom of the tank, you're still getting a full airflow effect, in my opinion. As a matter of fact, for a lot of people, it might be a little bit too much airflow. I like a lot of airflow, so it's not bothering me. I love the fact that it goes up to 225 watts. And what I didn't show you was that it does round robin. So if you do go up in wattage, there we go. Hold it down, hold it down, hold it down. The faster that you hold it, the higher it goes and the faster it goes. Here we go. Let's go to 225. And then it round robins and starts all over again. So yeah, so I love that. That to me is just awesome, because sometimes you go up and you don't want to have to go all the way back down. In this case, you don't have to. You can actually just go ahead and round robin it. So yeah, somehow I just locked the keys. Let's unlock them. Okay. If you press the 2 at the same time, it will lock your keys, which is something that I did. So let me go ahead and lock it now. I like the fact that it has custom curve, not only in temperature control, but it does have it in wattage. That's just something that, like, if I have it, I'll use it. If I don't have it, I don't really worry about it too much, but I like having that option. For me, it's all about options, because there are so many different individuals out there and so many different vapors that like to vape at different types of ranges or different types of settings. And I like the fact that this is actually catered to all of them. The only thing that I am that I don't like too much is that in order to select anything, you have to long press your fire button, which in essence, you're actually firing the coil. So for changing the settings and stuff, that part I don't like. If you're gonna have that little menu button or lock button on the side, this could have been used as like a mode button as well. So I think that that would have actually made this absolutely perfect. That's the only thing that I have as a con for this menu. The touch screen option, or the vibration option, is really, really easy. It does work very, very well. It's not fully touch screen, but for the up and down wattages or up and down setting selections, you do have it. Very, very, very responsive. The flavor on the tank is absolutely perfect. I wish that it was a bigger capacity. That's my only con for this whole thing, is the capacity of the e-liquid. It does only hold 4 mils. I wish that it held 6, because the flavor of these coils, I think it could handle a bigger glass, in my opinion. I love the wallpaper options. You can also somehow download the wallpaper options. It is not in the manual anywhere, but I did find it online where you can actually go and Google it on how to change the wallpaper options, and then you can have your own picture of whatever you want on it, which I think is a nice option to have, because a lot of these mods that do have different wallpapers don't have that option. So adding that, I think, was absolutely ingenious. I like having that feature where you can actually have the wallpaper, you can have the clock, or you can have the music mode in essence. So anything that you say, it's going to move and go up and down and show, because some people like that. I mean, not everybody does, but there are some people that like that. And that's why, again, I like that this mod actually caters to different types of vapors, not just TC vapors or not just wattage vapors, but anybody out there can benefit from this mod, no matter what their vaping style is. So that's pretty much it. Right now, if I'm not mistaken, it was like $94.99 on their website, which was smoant-mall.com. I'm actually going to leave the link down below where you can find it. And I think Brad's Vapor might have this as well. I did forget to check to see if they do. If they do carry it, you can go to bradsvapor.com. My code is WendyVapes10. That'll get you 10% off if he does have it. If he doesn't, it's still 10% off of anything on his website, which I think is awesome. Have I said awesome enough? This is really awesome. It's beautiful. It works well. It fits well in the hand. Another pro was the battery compartment for the tray that's in there. I think that it's really, really nicely indicated. I think that the batteries fit in there just perfectly, and it holds on really, really tight. I get very minimal play. I mean, you get a tiny, tiny bit, but you actually have to be like forcing it to move. When you're using it regular, you're not feeling it because of the way that it actually fits in there. The lock and the stealth mode, I think, is really, really easy. You can lock the display for your up and down, and then you can go ahead and go into stealth mode really, really easy just by pressing and holding it. So that to me is also a plus. Temperature control, wattage and temperature control, another plus for me. TC custom curves, another plus for me. TCR, I don't really use. I really don't understand. I never really learned it to understand it because I don't use it. I'm not interested in it. I don't want to know about it. So I haven't really gotten into the TCR, but I do like the custom curves, and I like the temperature control and the wattage and temperature control and all that stuff. So the cloud production and the flavor is so, I'm talking about like the flavor feels like I'm literally like it's still on my tongue drinking it. It is probably one of the top mesh coils that I've had to date. It's got that much flavor. I love these coils. I think that it's because it's got that that extra wicking, like the way that the coil is made, that the wicking shows out more, where you can actually see it more. I think that that's actually beneficial because it's actually helping to wick it a little bit more efficiently. So you're getting all that flavor. It's just a really, really great mesh coil. Airflow, immense, but you can cut it down. I do have it fully open. Clouds for days. I'll go ahead and shut it down a little bit. Still tremendous flavor. I personally like it all the way open, but that's just me. If you want to cut it down, you do have that option, so I like that. I love the drip tip, the Cobra style drip tip. It makes it a little bit pretty. With the rainbow, I don't think Cobra goes with it, but it is pretty, and it does include all the different colors in it, so it does fit it. If that's something that you like, then you're definitely going to love this. So that's pretty much it for my review. If you like the review, please give it a thumbs up. It does help. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit the little subscribe button, and I will see you on my next one.